Why are we all just finding out that the cartel opened fire? They opened fire on Border Patrol. Trump done waged war on the cartel. Estúpido. Every Latino knows you don't fuck with the cartel. You befriend them. You be smart. You stay alive. Pendejo.
So apparently there's some people out there who think that the cartel actually have a chance of taking out the US military. Now, don't get me wrong, the cartel isn't just a bunch of Mexicans with guns. I know they have a lot of money and a lot of heavy artillery, but they have nowhere near the resources, artillery, and the training that the US military has. Now, I heard that some of the cartel have been trained by some former members of the US military and even military from other countries. Now, even if some cartel members are trained by US military or military from other countries, how often do you think that they're actually training that way? Probably once. Maybe once a month, who knows? That doesn't compare to the constant training that the military is doing on a consistent basis. You have to remember, the US military stays ready so they don't have to get ready. Now, I've seen a few different people on TikTok saying that the cartel would wipe out the US military, and I honestly don't know what they're thinking. That just means they don't really know what the US military is capable of or what kind of resources and weapons that they have. So this is a video I played in the beginning, but I want to take a look at the comment section. So the majority of people in the comment section have some common sense. Cartel is no match for the US Army. No way we trying to say cartel versus the US is even on the same level. Post this on IG Reels. I don't know what that means. This has to be a joke. This video is how I found out, but that's hilarious. Really feeling that FAO. They have no chance against America. Is this a joke? He's making many enemies. Somebody actually put no shush, let them find out. Okay. But with 185 replies. Someone said, are you suggesting the cartel would stand a chance against the US military if they waged war on the USA? They would not. But I want to take a look at this comment right here. What's the cartel going to do against an A-10 Warthog? So I didn't know what this was and I actually looked it up. So let me actually show you what this is. So this looks like it's a training exercise, but let's see this in action. Yeah, I don't think cartels have a chance against that. So this is actually a compilation of different A-10 Warthogs. Yeah. They don't have a chance. So as I was looking into these jets, apparently the bullets are supersonic. So you hear the bullets hitting the actual target a few seconds before you hear the gun being fired, which is insane. Now, if you don't know what's going on with the cartel and the US military, let me fill you in. So this right here is a post from January 21st, and it says, President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Monday saying the United States would designate drug cartels as a foreign terrorist organization. And it says the cartels have engaged in a campaign of violence and terror throughout the Western Hemisphere that has not only destabilized countries with significant importance for our national interests, but also flooded the United States with deadly drugs, violent criminals, and vicious gangs. So when Trump got into office, he was not playing around. He signed a bunch of executive orders, and so far he's doing everything that he said he would. He's securing the border, so that means the cartel are not able to smuggle drugs or any people across the border. And that's messing up their pockets, and they're not too happy about that. So it's been reported that the cartel had been taking shots at Border Patrol, but as far as I know, nobody has lost their life. But if it ever comes to that, basically, Trump is not going to play around. So this right here is a post by The Guardian, and according to this, it says, if we declare war on the cartel, these dudes are not going to understand what the F is going on. They are in for a world of ultra-violence, said Haffer, who served in the Green Berets and the CIA. We're going to mobilize Tier 1 units against the cartel. And I was actually curious, how many branches does the U.S. military government have? So they have the Army, they have the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, Air Force, the Space Force. I don't think it would ever come to that. But they have the National Guard as reserve. So they have a lot of military branches. And honestly, I only think they need one to eliminate the cartel. But this right here is an interview by Pete Hegseth, who is now the Secretary of Defense. Check out what he has to say about all of this.
The most powerful military in the world will not be intimidated by anybody, let alone cartels. These cartels feel threatened. They're going to look for other routes. There's going to be turf wars between them, then eventually that's going to come north. And if that does come north against Border Patrol or against soldiers, first of all, we're going to respond. And second of all, they will pay for that if they attempt to shoot at troops or Border Patrol agents. We're not going to stand for it, ever.
It's not a question of if, it's when. It's going to happen.
We have no better negotiator at the helm than our Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump. We are not going to back down. Intimidation is not going to work. And the message I have for the troops here is across the board is we have their backs. We have your back. We're going to give you the tools necessary to get 100% operational control of that border.
This is national security. When we secure the border, less people die from fentanyl, less women and children sex trafficked, less people on terrorist watch lists cross that border.
So there you go. That's his message to the cartel. If they take shots at the Border Patrol or any U.S. military, yeah, they're not going to play around. They're not going to tolerate that. And this right here is an interview by Tom Homan, and listen to what he has to say.
No, we're going to take them on. Look, we got military on the border now. Border Patrol agents are well aware of the threats. There will be violence, and it's something we're prepared to handle. But a warning to the cartels: if they harm a Border Patrol agent, one of our soldiers, President Trump will not hesitate to take extreme action. I think President Trump will wipe them off the face of the earth, just like he did ISIS and the Caliphate. So I would think the cartels would pay attention. We have a strong president who's not going to.
Well, I mean, there you have it. That's pretty much all they have to say right there. I mean, who knows what's going to happen as far as the cartel attacking or retaliating. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I also wanted to share this because I saw this yesterday. It says U.S. intelligence aircraft have just entered Mexican airspace after Mexico agreed to cooperate with fighting the cartels. It says things are about to get real. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is allowing Central Command to assist Customs and Border Protection and assured them all options are on the table. So that sounds like they are ready, willing, and able to take action. I also wanted to share this post from Twitter or X, however you want to call it. It says, U.S. Air Force intelligence aircraft, specifically the RC-135V Rivet Joint, have reportedly entered Mexican airspace following an agreement between the United States and Mexico to jointly tackle drug cartels. This operation marks a notable increase in visibility of U.S. military reconnaissance activities in Mexican territory. Official statements have highlighted this move as a part of a cooperative effort to enhance security measures against narcotics trafficking. And this right here is a post by Nick Sorter. U.S. Air Force intelligence aircraft have entered Mexican airspace after Mexico agreed to cooperate in the fighting the cartels. This is practically unheard of. Pete Hegseth sent a warning to cartels saying all options are on the table. President Trump demanded 100% operational control of the border, and Hegseth is delivering. So this right here looks to be a map of where the U.S. Air Force is flying to gather information, reconnaissance, or whatever they're doing. And to be honest, I mean, if I were the cartel, I would be kind of scared right now. Because from what I understand is that they're doing this out in the open to let them know, hey, we're surveilling you, we're watching you, and yeah, it's only a matter of time. But let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. Do you think the cartels do have a chance against the U.S. military? Honestly, I really don't. And I'd say it's going to be really interesting to see all of this unfold. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.